You've never had duck, I presume, then. No, pickled hog feet.
Pickled pig.
That is interesting, man. I told you what was in the DNA. Because it's just not that easy. You know, for the purposes,
Whatever you think.
where I was limited, I put nothing in here. This is all the fat. Hey, better go back. You got to double back.
Okay, that's good. Couldn't tell you what's on that.
All right, guys, back at Boozing Food. We've got a guest in here, man. He's messaged me literally on every platform. Been following him for a long time. Gave me some good feedback, man. I got a dog. He said he got a dog and we got love. So he's got a dog for at least a year now, right?
Yeah. 7 months. 7 months, yeah.
Came over yesterday, man. I had some leftover from the kangaroo tacos. Gave him some of that elote. It was just here. Have you eaten? No. Good. Jamarcus wanted some duck breasts, so he got some duck breasts, enough for everybody to eat. So there'll be plenty. I mean, everybody ain't got to eat 2 of them, but it'll be enough. When I do duck, I over season it, because any season left in the pan, you literally turn into a sauce. So when it gets sticky again, you heat your pan up, let that fat slowly render itself out. Once that seasoning gets stuck to the pan, that's when you go back and add some red wine, some vinegar, some other stuff, some mustard, balsamic vinegar. Turn around and turn it into a sauce. Just scrape that stuff off, man. You pour that stuff over. What I'll do is some mushrooms, spinach, and some mashed potatoes. Tomorrow we'll follow the duck up, or another protein potentially, with fried mashed potato cakes. So what happens after you cook mashed potatoes, put them in the whatchamacallit. I could do it tonight technically. You put it in the refrigerator, and you know the next day when you heat up mashed potatoes to be kind of broken. It's like clay. You turn around and add some cornstarch to that, really like massage that in, and then dip it in panko and some flour, and then fry it on both sides. Get this, the potatoes are already cooked, so you technically just heating them up in a pan. Now you have this flaky potato cake, and you double up and just add some more cheese that you pull apart, because you basically made a loaded mashed potato. It's unbelievable. Okay, look, you laughing now, thinking like,
Hey man, he said, hey, yeah, I need some of that. I need some of that. Matter of fact, make me a plate. Yeah.
And so, but duck is one of those things I've turned a lot of people on because it's a red meat. Objectively, even though it's a white meat, it cooks like a red meat. You can literally eat it medium and realistically rare. So once the fat's cooked, there's 2 things that I like to do. I've smoked it before and then crisp out the fat. In this case, we're just gonna cook it properly. Let it do what it do. Do you eat medium and kind of like?
Most definitely.
So you could eat a little pink.
Yeah, I don't like that well done shit. That's come on now.
Fine.
You gotta learn how to eat. If you're gonna eat, you gotta eat it right.
Heard. So this particular episode of Boozing Foods is brought to you by, Jamarcus. He said, "Man, I'd love some duck." He said, "But to be clear, I want you to cook it." so that's the trick. But he bought enough for everybody, and doesn't play with, so we can keep making content. Duck again. If you've not thought about cooking duck, in most of your stores, there's 2 proteins you probably walk past. Lamb's in almost every store, and duck is oftentimes somewhere. Pick this up and try to cook it. Learn about it. I'll walk you through what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, as we get to the food portion of this episode. But stay tuned, people. Keep it whiskey and get some duck.
Here we go.
Okay.
Now we're there.
2 things you want to do when you're making a red wine sauce or leveraging wine and putting it in your sauce. Crack it, pour it for you and the homies, because you're not making a bottle's worth of sauce. It's just not going to happen. Unless you are catering to someone's thing. Now, I asked Marcus what was the play on this. He said nothing special. And that's good. That means you can drink it all that night. Mm-hmm. He ain't lying about that.
You said get a cheap red wine.
It's one of those. Now, let's get to the duck, guys. What I've made, to be clear, I like protein, fiber, and fat. I eat the same way I feed my dogs. I love something Korean. I've said that 1,000 times in videos. We've got spinach cooked in bacon fat. One of the things I do at the very end of putting the bacon in there is add a slice of butter. Why? Because I want to bring the fat up, and I don't want the fat of the bacon. Keep in mind, if you keep cooking bacon, what happens? It starts getting black, right? You overcook it. You know what that butter does right at the end before it starts getting black and charred? It literally lightens it up and lets the fat slow down its burning. Then you turn around and it crisps up the bacon a little bit more. Clearly the bacon's yielded a lot of flavor. And I didn't put anything to waste. So this is bacon, seasoned mushrooms and spinach that'll go on top of or on the side of the dish. Mashed potatoes are crazy. This right here is a cold pan. This isn't my best pan or the pan that I would recommend using, but I've now let this sit out for, I forgot. It's been sitting out for at least an hour. And I'm going to put these 2 things in here. Cha-Cha thinks she's eating, so forgive my dog, man. She's like, oh, that look like it's feeding time. It is, but not for her. Now, our guy Ty, let's get our guy Ty. He might just do something with that, but I like that right there. Our guy Ty, he said he's never had duck. And that's good because, well, you've had duck, but you ain't had it in this way.
Not prepared like this.
Okay, so this is a duck breast, $7 at our place, Wild Fork. You can get quite a few breasts. It's something that I like to keep in the freezer a lot of times. If I get there, I'll buy me about 4 or 5 because it lasts. It's hearty, it's fat, it's rich. I'm cooking it, it's flavorful, so it's good. And it goes with everything. It reminds me of a red meat. Remember, I'm allergic to beef, so I can't even eat red meat. Well, I can't eat beef. I can eat everything else. So we've got literally a mashed potato, which will be our base. We've got spinach and mushrooms, which I love. And then we've got some duck. And the reason why I turn it on and let it all heat up, that fat on the duck, if you fry it, will burn. If I turn this up, the fat will go and literally burn up. Almost immediately when you drop that layer, like this layer of fat here, if you have a hot pan, that's all fat. That's where a lot of the flavor is. You drop that in a hot pan, it's burning. So to ensure that I keep the flavors in there, don't burn the fat, I turn around and I let it all heat up. And because it's so much fat, you don't have to put oil in there. Now you can, I don't recommend it because you're heating up the fat, not the oil. So stay tuned as I put this thing together. If you've never thought about cooking duck, I would encourage you and challenge you to do so. If I had a house full of people, they would tell you my duck might be some of the best protein. Darren will tell you he's had in the past 6 months, like that might be one of my favorite proteins I've had in 6 months. And then everybody else will be like, I've never had duck taste like that. And it's duck night like this where you go, man, can we make some more duck? Ask and ye shall receive. All right, guys, so this is the prime example. I know somebody's asked me, even Tim did, hey, when should I turn that thing? I don't pay attention to anything other than that fat shrink. And so on this particular chicken, duck thigh, you see that fat? It was out on the sides and it got tight. Look at that. See it's blackened right there? Boom. And the beauty about this duck fat is you can burn a little bit quicker, but that's not even a burnt. That's really just a seasoning. Oh, and keep in mind, you saw in the early part of this, I put nothing in here. This is all the fat rendering out from this duck. Now, duck you can cook 2 ways. Slow and steady over like a 2 or a 3. Or you can turn it up high, but I want it to slowly get warm. Nothing's going to slow this down. Matter of fact, the only thing that would slow the cooking of this down is if I added like some chicken broth or something. But I don't want to mess up the seasoning / sauce I believe I can make. So, anywho, right now, that's just blackened seasoning. That's not like, because you can see this part of the duck, this part of the duck, every other part of the duck is been proper. Like that right there is technically the color. That perfect brown look right there. And to be clear, 9 out of 10 people don't always season the fat because most people don't like it. So you season the meat part and then leave the other part alone and it would all look the same, literally. So I'm cutting this over. Everybody here can eat it medium to rare. I like it both between, and sometimes it's like it fully cooked. So stay tuned because I'll know when to pull this, and no matter what, we'll plate it, and everybody will be like, okay, that's tasty. To be clear though, guys, duck gets chewy. It can get chewy when it's more medium, all right? In this particular situation, I think they'll be fine. And when you cook it all the way through, it gets less chewy, but like chicken. But I want to show you that you can eat it basically raw. You sure?
Yeah, ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay. Not enough time. Oh man, I love it here, man. Sometimes I wish I was y'all, bro. Don't that look good, bro?
Yeah.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Damn, you made mashed potatoes quick as hell. I didn't even know you made mashed potatoes. I knew you. I saw the spit. Matter of fact, I saw you cutting them up, but I didn't see you smash them up or none of that.
Don't worry, I got it on video. You can go back and replay the tape.
Yeah,
That was quick.
that's the point, man. All right, man. Let me. And it's for our guy who's visiting. He's not. I'm saying visiting. He's a local. And a lot of times people see the food, and mind you, shout out to him because he's followed me on quite a few platforms, been tuned into the dog thing. I'll play him here. He's been tuned into the dog thing, so he's like, man, this dude just does. He's seen the fit thing, and then he's like, seen the whiskey thing. So, never had duck before, in this way, in this fashion, to be clear. Let me make sure Let you know he's had it before. Mom makes it. This needs to rest for a few more minutes, and you're okay eating medium, kind of rare stuff.
Yes.
Now, duck, as you know, if he, oh, that's that right there. That's good. This would be good. I cooked theirs a little bit longer because I know some people are afraid of that pinky toe showing. Like, oh boy, is that the pinky toe? But that right there is what you call perfection. Now, again, this is brought to you by, you know, if I lived here, I would do the same. Hey, brother, you cooking tonight? If you don't mind, I'll go get some food. If I was in Jamarcus' shoes, I would do the same. But this right here is duck at its finest, guys. I mean, borderline restaurant grade. When you look when you look at that there, this right here is spinach. Do you like spinach mushrooms?
Yes.
That's spinach and mushrooms. You put that somewhere over here. It's cooked in bacon fat. You can get some more, but I don't know his eating habits. But I know the flavor's there. And then last but not least, because this is one of those pretty things, you got this sauce that you make. Let me get a different spoon here. Because you don't need a lot of it. You just need a little bit. It's just a reminder. And mind you, I'll tell you, at your stores, they have soup spoons. I make soup at times. So I get these ones.
Which is also very good.
Yeah. Now that right there, man say. And I should have chopped this and put this earlier in some of the mashed potatoes, but sometimes I like bacon as a garnish in general, just because.
He ain't bullshitting y'all, man. He ain't bullshitting on these plates at all, man. Shit.
All right, for my plate, boy.
My daddy used to say, you don't believe fat meat greasy. I'm gonna show you.
And this right here is food at its finest, man. So we'll get his take on this right here. You don't get out of my kitchen. So this is you, man. Ty came to visit. He's reached out a few times. Look at his eyes. He's like a kid on Christmas.
Hey, man. Hey, it's about to go down. It's about to go down.
Walk them through what you're tasting. Taste everything separate and then taste it all together.
All right, so these are the mashed potatoes with the wine sauce. Man. Okay. The wine sauce is sweet. Taste that. I taste the. Let's put some the garlic butter.
No,
No.
no garlic butter. I don't even have garlic butter.
What is this? Damn, I can't even describe what it tastes like. But it's like an eruption of flavors that hits your tongue when you put the mashed potatoes in your mouth, especially with the wine sauce.
The spinach and what you call it now.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I was getting greedy on the mashed potatoes.
He better go back. He got to double back.
Okay, that's good. Couldn't tell you what's on that. I taste a lot of mushrooms. Wow, that's good. Hold on. Let me double back. I'm not just saying this because I'm hungry, y'all. This shit really good.
No, they know by now, bro. Everybody thought it was all hype before. Then everybody started saying the same thing. They're like, yo, what is this dude doing?
Yeah, that's good. This is the duck
Yeah.
with a little wine sauce. Moist. Not salty at all. Very seasoned. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Very pan-seared. I can taste it. I can taste all that, man. It's good.
Now try a whole complete bite. Mashed potatoes, get a good piece of duck. Man, you gotta get, go ahead, use your hands, boy. We was taught that as kids.
Tendernism.
Tendernism. I don't even know I heard that before.
You never have it? It's the dude.
Tendernism?
Yeah, it's the dude. He pulled off the bone.
Oh, his glasses and everything.
Oh, that's him. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. I know
That's
that.
good, bro.
Dang.
I'm glad you got to try the food, man. Now you know when you're watching the Booze and Food page what's really going on.
Yeah. I'm stuck on the mashed potatoes though. The mashed potatoes, it's a flavor that I can't describe what it is. I thought it was garlic, but it's not. It's something. It's buttery though. It's real buttery.
Yeah. I want to make them tons of flavor, man, but there's no garlic butter in there. That's redemption. At anywho, guys, this is what a Booze and Food episode looks like. And again, I love impromptu moments, and these are the kind of places to get clean. So someone said, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" You know, cooking for a few friends. He was here from start to finish, so we got to see it wholeheartedly. Someone says, how do you do it? Because I can. At any rate, super good. Red wine, we're finishing that bottle. Spinach and mushrooms always go good. The mashed potatoes I know taste crazy, which was the goal. The duck breast alone, cooked to perfection. And that right there is where I'll cook it based on where I think people have never had it to try. And then from there, we'll just kind of enjoy the rest of our day, man. It's been a day already. I like this. I did my work. One of my tricks is always making sure I take care of myself. Part of taking care of yourself is doing something for yourself. I love good food. So me getting creative or staying creative is me getting in the kitchen and using something I've never used or doing something that I do and enjoying a moment to myself. I do a lot for a lot of people, even in this moment. So I'm like, hey, let me cook something, make some magic. People, stay tuned, keep it whiskey, and again, take care of your people, man. All right, good. All right, guys. So this is a dish that's funny. Jamarcus asked about it, and when he asked about it, two things. We often have a lot of food loss in just, I think, America in general. So I thought to myself, I'm gonna start utilizing everything to my refrigerator kind of naked. I said, yo, this whole bag of potatoes got to be used, right? He's like, yeah, you like mashed potatoes, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So yours.
So in this case, I showed Jamarcus, if you watched the episode, how to cook duck breast. And so he's like, yo, I'm gonna make duck breast. He's like, but I want you to make it. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought you figured out how to make it. He's like, nah, I did, but somehow it still tastes different.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, yeah, I can do it. It don't take much. This right here is duck breast perfected. When you see that there, that right there, I mean, that might be the best one. And then I love I love earthy, I love stuff that tastes like it's supposed to taste. So in this case, this right here is spinach and just mushrooms, which I love. Mushrooms are super medicinal, super good for you in general. Put that sauce there, whatever's left there. He's getting the best of it.
Sheesh.
And then we would normally put bacon in the mashed potatoes, but I make such good mashed potatoes, I forget to put bacon. I'm like, you don't need nothing else. So, literally, garnishing some of the duck with the bacon, and here's the final kicker. This is sauce, man. When you do that there, you see the restaurants do that right there. You go, man, I want this sauce, that sweetness, this earthiness. That's everything you never imagined in a meal. All made at home. And that's the trick. I mean, look at that.
Man, say.
Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I gotta take a picture of that one. That's one of them ones where you go,
I did that shit.
Yeah, take the picture.
I got that right.
Said I did that.
Hey man, every now and then it comes out looking crazy.
Thank you, sir.
And that's one of those moments where you go, wow.
Thank you, chef.
I can see that coming. And the beauty about it is I'll repurpose it tomorrow and use those same things.
Man.
I saw the meat I barbecued the other day.
Well, who was you feeding?
Shit.
The clumps?
Just me. Just me.
Damn!
Just me. Me and Shorty.
Bro. Just it all individually. I'll tell you right now. Potatoes are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mushroom
Like
and the
that?
spinach,
It's
crazy.
an eruption of, that was an eruption of flavor.
The duck is
Now I
I knew it
gotta
was
go
gonna be
back
crazy.
and screenshot the season from the start, from the seasonings that he had.
That's why I made sure I included them in the video.
Shoot.
Man, let me get a collective bite.
You sitting here protecting me?
She didn't know. She's like, nigga, drop something.